Hi, I'm JC Sum and welcome to Illusion Product Talk, and today we'll be talking about Illusionary Departures. Illusionary Departures is the very first Illusion book that I released in 2003. It's since gone through 2 revisions, and the latest being in 2012. So if you buy the book now, you will be getting the latest edition. This specific book focuses on illusion presentation, justification, and motivation. This is very important to me because I started as a close-up magician, a lot like you guys. And in close-up magic, you know that motivation, justification is very important. We're very focused on why we do certain things, why we perform certain actions, or why we even use certain props. But this doesn't seem to translate so much in illusions, or it doesn't seem to be as important. Now I can understand why, because of various settings. Sometimes illusion presentation or motivation just isn't as critical or isn't as needed in certain presentations of illusions, depending on the show, depending on the setting. But by and large, I definitely think that it is important. So Illusionary Departures was really an exploration in looking at different illusion presentations and designs, and to see how I could make them motivated and justified. So all the presentations, all the designs really follow this thought. So I have full scripts and patter with the motivation and justification of why a particular illusion is performed or why a set of props are used. Now if you head over to illusionbookstore.com and go to the product page for Illusionary Departures, you get a link to a webinar that I did. It's a live webinar which is a replay now, and it's episode 1 of my illusion breakdown series, where I discuss illusion presentation, motivation, and justification. So have a look at that free video and you'll really get a peek behind my approach and my thinking behind illusions. And all these illusions in Illusionary Departures follow this approach and line of thinking. So that's free content for you. Check that out. Illusionary Departures is also my biggest book in terms of the number of illusions in a single book, and I'm not talking about my book compilation sets. So in this single book you get 35 different illusion presentations and illusions all in one single book, so you really get the biggest bang for your buck. In the 2012 edition, I also have a section on my base work philosophy and fabrication approach. Now, illusion deceptive base is one of the best utilities in illusions. There are some books that cover this subject, but in terms of a modern approach and a different approach that from traditional bases, there hasn't really been much work on it. So in this book, I share my approach and my design, the way I built the base so that it's really lightweight but very strong. And it's quite different, or I would say it's a bit different from traditional bases, because of course the fundamental approach is still based off a traditional base, but the way I build it from ground up is quite different. So I kind of re-engineered it, and it makes use of modern material, modern building methods, so it's really lightweight, very good, very practical. But at the same time, it is very deceptive, and I use a multi-step base as opposed to a beveled base approach, beveled base approach. So check out the book. I won't bore you with all the contents here. You can check everything out on the product page. There are video links for some of the illusions, and of course there are contents and listing of every single illusion in the book. So you can find that at illusionbookstore.com.